Hey guys, this is Kyber66 Pojo. I'm here to give a deck profile on my Kung-Pao Karakuris. It's, a Karakuri Town variant that I created, and it tests pretty well, so I figured I'd put it on YouTube. Alright, so first, you've got 3 Karakuri soldiers. He's a recruiter. When he's destroyed by battle, you special summon any level 4 or lower Karakuri monster from your deck. It's a recruiter. He's nice to use. Get whatever you need back on the field. Karakuri Bushi, level 4. When he's on the field and a Karakuri is destroyed, he gains 400 attack. That's a permanent increase. So he's at 1800 attack. He'd go up to 2200 if if let's say there was a soldier on the field, it rams into something, it dies. He goes up to 22, bring out another soldier, it rams into something, it dies. He goes up to 26, brings out another soldier, it rams into something, it dies. He's up to 3000, he can get over just about anything at that point. And that's a permanent increase, so he's really nice to use. He's level 4, so he synchros with the deck pretty well. Karakuri Strategist, he's a level 3 tuner. When he hits the field, normal summon or special summon, not flip summon though, you change the battle position of any face-up card on the field. So, you can summon him and then switch him to defense, or summon him and then switch your opponent's monster defense, whatever you need. That good stuff. Karakuri Merchant, when he is normal summoned, you add any Karakuri card from your deck to your hand, so a monster or a spell or a trap. With Karakuri in its name, goes straight to your hand, so he's a really nice searcher. Unfortunately, he has 500 attack, so he kind of can't destroy many things. Next is Ninja. I only run 2. I like his effect. When he's flip face up, he sends one face up monster on the field to the graveyard. It's a mandatory effect, so the only problem with it is if maybe, let's say this was my field, I had a Ninja, and then this Ninja face down. I flip Ninja. If for whatever reason my opponent doesn't have anything on their field, he has to send the other Ninja or himself to grave, because he has to send a face-up monster. But because it sends, it gets rid of Stardusts and cards that can't be destroyed by card effects, because it sends, it doesn't destroy, which is really nice. Ancient Gear Gajiltron Dragon, 3000 attack beater. When he declares an attack, your opponent cannot activate any spell or trap cards until the end of the damage step, meaning no mirror forces or D-prisons. So with 3000 attack, that's pretty scary to just ram into stuff. A lot of people don't like when that card hits the field, and they waste resources trying to get it out or get it off the field. I run 1 Karakuri Barrel. Once per turn, he is not destroyed by battle. He's a level 2 tuner, so he makes things real easy to synchro for stuff like, like maybe Naturia Beast or Catastor or Armory Arm, whatever. So he's nice to use. The spells, this is the, of course, the engine behind the deck. Well, not this card, but, the spells in general. Karakuri Showdown Castle. This is a field spell. When a Karakuri declares an attack, you can change the battle position of the card you are attacking, if the monster's face up. When it's destroyed, it special summons any level 4 or higher Karakuri monster from your graveyard. So it's something you want to blow up as much as possible so you can just keep special summoning things. The reason this is good is because I run 3 Gear Town, and according to the rulings, if you set your own field spell card on top of an active field spell card, it will actually destroy it instead of just, sending it to the grave. It'll destroy the card, and you get the effect. So, when Gear Town's destroyed, it special summons any Ancient Gear monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. So Ancient Gear Gajiltron Dragon comes out from that. So 6 field spells that special summon stuff when they get destroyed is pretty crazy. And because of that, I run 3 Double Cyclone. Destroy any spell or trap card I control, and destroy one you control, or the opponent controls. That makes it easy to destroy the Gear Towns or the Showdown Castles or the Wild Tornadoes, which I'll get into later. But it gets rid of back row, and it activates my card effects to create pluses. Anatomy, this is the draw power behind the deck. It's just like a United with the 6 SAMs. It has max of 2 counters. You send it from the field to the graveyard to draw cards equal to the counters on it. MST, I run it too because MST is great with this deck. Gets rid of back row and your own cards if you need to. Monster Reborn, that's a staple. Limiter removal, it doubles the attack of all face-up machine monsters on my side of the field until the end of the turn, and then they all get destroyed at the end of the turn. But it makes pushing for game really easy. With Ancient Giga Dragon, who can't, when your opponent can't stop the attack with a spell or trap card, you limiter removal him, he's up 6,000 attack. If they've Solemn Judgmented once in that game, they lost. It's pretty easy to OTK with that card. Giant Trunade. Question. What this card does is you activate this, your opponent cannot look at the cards in your graveyard. They have to say the name of the monster at the bottom of your graveyard correctly. If they don't, you get to special summon it, and if they do, you have to remove it from play. Well, all the Karakuris have really weird names, like Karakuri Bushi, model number 6318, Muzani Chiha. If your opponent can remember that, they're amazing. It's basically a troll card. It's really funny. I probably won't run it seriously at like major events like regionals or anything, but for locals, that's pretty funny. Bottomless Trap Hole, bottomless. Wild Tornado. When it's activated, it destroys any face-up spell or trap card on the field, so you can get rid of your field spells that way. Also, when it gets destroyed, you get to destroy any face-up card on the field. So if it gets destroyed by MST or Double Cyclone or your opponent, you can destroy any face-up card on the field. So if they had a monster on the field, you could blow it up, making Wild Tornado really nice with this deck. And then I run 2 Magical Hats. During my opponent's battle phase, I can activate this card. Basically, I take 2 non-monster cards from my deck and put them face-down defense position with one of my other monsters on the field, and I shuffle them all around, so there's 3 face-downs. And the opponent, when they declare an attack, if they destroy like a gear town with it, I get to special summon an Ancient Giga Dragon, for free. It's pretty hilarious to use with this deck, just because it it protects your Karakuris and special summons things and destroys stuff, and it's pretty awesome. I guess, I don't know, the time's looking pretty big on this, but I guess I'll show the synchro anyway. Karakuri Shogun, when he is synchro summoned successfully, you special summon any Karakuri monster from your deck. And then once per turn, you can change the battle position of any monster on the field. Either if it's face down or not, you can change the battle position, so you can ram into tokens for, direct damage. That's about it. Comment, rate, and subscribe.